that time, because, and this was my conviction, I do not feel that a sitting governor should have been usurped. And it was based on that I speak.
Exactly.
But the thing about me is,
yes,
when I criticize with facts. And that's why I'm going to ask you the facts today. In a Symphony TV interview about a year ago, you said Wike is intoxicated by the money he stole in Rivers State. Can you show us the money he stole in Rivers State? Can you hear me, sir?
No, I can't hear you. I cannot hear you.
Okay. You said Wike...
I can't hear you. Just take it again.
You said Wike is intoxicated by the money he stole in Rivers State. Can you show us the money Wike stole?
Perception is different from reality. What I know then and what I know now, they are two different things. Then the perception was that Wike doesn't allow the governor function. Today we have come to realize that the problem of the state wasn't Wike, was the inability of seeing.
Mr. Ewoh, you've not answered the question. This is the question. You made a claim that Wike is intoxicated by the money he stole in Rivers State. Show us the money. Or are you coming to say he didn't steal money again? Because then you were so sure. You had evidence then, that was why you said it. This thing I'm doing just to hold politicians accountable. I'm not saying you can post somebody on principle. But when you say things, you must be able to back them up with facts. Show us the money. It's not a case of perception. No, you claim that he stole money in Rivers State. That's why he's intoxicated. Statement of fact on Symphony TV. I have the video here. Show us the money he stole. Or he didn't steal the money again.
No. You are not getting the matter. You are not getting the matter right.
Okay.
When the war started, what was presented to us was that Wike doesn't allow the governor do his work. That was what was presented to Rivers people. But today that story has changed. Even ourselves, we have realized that Wike wasn't stopping the governor from discharging his duties. So the informations we had then and what we have now, they are two different information.
So who gave you the information then that
Wike, different information.
Who gave you the information that Wike stole money in Rivers State then? Was it Fubara Camp that gave you the information?
War started. Why was Rivers State House of Assembly bombed? Why was Rivers State House of Assembly destroyed? Sir,
Mr. Dr. Robinson Ewoh, you are deflecting my question. I don't care about the fight that happened. I don't care about the war. No, wait. All I care about is the allegation you made against Wike. And that's what I want to clear. You claim that Wike stole money in Rivers State. That's why he's been intoxicated. Show me the evidence of what he stole. That's what we are asking you.
It's not claim. No. It's not claim, Rufai. They fast before us. They fast before Rivers people then. They fast before Nigerians then. And they fast before Rivers people and Nigerians and with the supporters of Obara today. And what was before us then, they are not the same facts.
So did the facts then claim he stole money? Did the facts then claim Wike stole money that you said it? Why did you say it when you said it? Let's hold politicians accountable. Did the facts claim then that Wike stole money, or you just said it for politics? And do you want to apologize to him now for saying that?
No, it's not.
Do you take back your words?
I have already apologized to. No. I have already apologized to Wike.
So Wike didn't steal money again, Abi? Wike didn't steal money again.
I have apologized to Wike because they fast before us. They fast before Rivers people. And what we come to know later, they were no longer the same.
So you didn't steal money, okay.
I've already done that apology to Wike.
Dr. Ewoh.
I've done that apology to Wike, and I'm doing it now. They fast before us, and they fast now. They are not the same.
Dr. Ewoh, once you have apologized to him, it's the same as saying you've taken back your words. However, I asked you a question.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, sir, before you joined on, I said that President Fubara has disappointed his supporters, and that he has even insulted all the elders, the youths, the women who went onto the streets, believing that they were doing the right thing by supporting him and defending him. He himself used to blow hot air, but now he is not even capable of hot air. He can't even blow soft breeze. And he's saying that what he's doing is for the sake of peace, and that what you lose here, you will gain there. Sir, what does he stand to gain? What do you think they have promised him for him to capitulate so badly and to demonstrate by eating his own vomit and saying, confirming that indeed the Right Honorable Minister Nyesom Wike is a master of the game in Rivers State? No Wike, no Rivers politics. Do you agree?
Thank you very much for having me. First, let me correct the position of the acting chairman. I'm no longer the acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State. I was during the crisis under Fubara's faction. But when the crisis stopped, I ceased to be acting chairman. And by January 1 this year, at a rally at Omoko, when the FCT minister was touring the LGAs on a thank you visit, I did say that I have officially handed over to the then chairman of the party in the state, Aaron Chukwemeka Aaron. So I'm no longer the acting chairman. So the position of Fubara, the position Fubara made known to the Rivers people, or indeed Nigeria yesterday, was not the true reflection of what has happened over this period. Rivers crisis, Fubara FCT minister's crisis, stopped during the declaration of state of emergency in the state. During the declaration of the state of emergency, Fubara went on negotiation with the minister's team. During that negotiation, Fubara handed over the leadership of the 23 local government of the state to the FCT minister. He handed over every appointed position, boss, parastatals in the state to the FCT minister. Fubara during that negotiation agreed not to run for a second term. But there were other things, agreements too he reached, including removing the chief of staff from office and the SSG. But when Fubara finished that negotiation, what we, the followers, the supporters, expected from him was to come back home, gather his supporters, to tell them, look, this is the status quo as at now. This is the position of things as at today. But Fubara didn't do this. He kept pretending. Ab initio, this crisis in Rivers State was an avoidable crisis if Fubara were to be open from the beginning. You see, when this crisis started, nobody knows the objective. We, the supporters, Fubara didn't tell us the objective of this crisis. Fubara didn't tell us what caused the crisis between him and the State House of Assembly. The Rivers people came out en masse with the perception that the FCT ministers is impending stopping Fubara from delivering on the mandate given him, from doing his work as governor. That was why Rivers people, including myself, everybody came up and gave him that support. But from the beginning, Fubara didn't tell anybody anything. Up to the point that his supporters, his groups, went this year to say they are purchasing funds to run election at the various levels. Fubara has already given up during the negotiation under the emergency rule. But his inability, his failure to come back and address his supporters, tell them, look, oh, this is what I have agreed. I have agreed on this, I have agreed on this, and I have agreed on that. Fubara didn't do that. That was why we find ourselves where we are now. To those of us who truly supported him and know that he went for the negotiation and agreed on all these things, by January 1 this year, I raised the red flag that look, this is where we are. Fubara has surrendered, that we should move on. We should join the Rainbow Coalition. I personally have joined the Rainbow Coalition January 1. To those hanging around Fubara, they know the truth. They know that Fubara has surrendered during the emergency rule. What they are doing now, I don't know. But I thank God today that Fubara has come to tell them. Because when I spoke, they felt I was joking. They called me name. They said I betrayed Fubara. But I told them this was the truth. Today, Fubara has come out to tell them this is where we are. So Fubara has not actually betrayed anybody or left anybody behind. Everybody from the emergency rule knows that Fubara has already handed over the state to the FCT minister. It's no news that he said it yesterday, and it's not going to make any news because as far as I know, he has already given up since the emergency rule last year. That is the true reflection of things.
All right. Well, it's not just betrayal of political supporters. We are talking about the people of Rivers State. I know that even some eminent personalities from the state spoke up in support of Governor Fubara. I recall the women organizing prayer walks and chants, and what you're talking about is just the political angle, not the fact that handing power to one man, which was part of the things that the people themselves were saying they were kicking against. That Rivers, I remember there was even a chant around Rivers is not Lagos State, Rivers cannot belong to one man, and so on. What do you have to say about that? Are you saying that the people don't matter? The only thing that matters now is politics. It is the betrayal of the people of Rivers State that I want to ask about this morning.
It is Fubara himself that has indeed betrayed Rivers people. I said it ab initio that Fubara was not open to Rivers people. It wasn't open. If Fubara was open, transparent, communicate with Rivers people, I don't think the women would have gone to the street. I don't think our leaders would have given him the level of support they gave, including myself. I said several unprintable words against the FCT minister, believing that the FCT minister is stopping Fubara from doing his work. At the end of the day, we discovered that it wasn't so. Fubara is not open. Up till now, it's still not open. If he tells Rivers people, ab initio, this is where I stand, Rivers people won't take the risk, all the risk they have taken. But he has led Rivers people to nowhere. I thank God that he has led Rivers people back to the Rainbow Coalition. So, to me, as far as I'm concerned, and as
Dr. Ewoh, what changed for you? So are you saying that, I mean, they joke about this, that anywhere Bele face. Are you saying that it was anywhere that Governor Fubara was going, he didn't have any personal convictions at all? Because it almost seems as if, okay, if Fubara says go left, you go left, irrespective of what was your own belief. Because you were very vocal as well about this matter with, Minister Wike. This U-turn for you yourself is quite suspect. So are you saying that you didn't have any convictions, you were just following what was, what the governor said, irrespective of what your own personal beliefs were? My
conviction was Rivers State. I believe that the proper thing should be done in Rivers State. I believe that governance should take place in Rivers State. That was my conviction. And Fubara was at the saddle. Fubara was at the saddle. You can't be fighting a war when the man leading that war is not on the same page with you. Rivers people wanted their state. Rivers people wanted Rivers State. All shapes of opinion in Rivers State wanted their state. But Fubara was on a different page. So as far as I'm concerned, he didn't define the objectives of the war. He didn't define the objective. He didn't tell Rivers people, this is why I'm leading you to this war, and this is the purpose, and this is where we are going.
Mr. Ewoh,